Hi, my name is Annie. I'm going to be doing a video and vlog on my journey into the U.S. Air Force Reserves. I am a little bit different than the actual active duty applicants, so let me tell you about my background. I'm currently 24 years old, turning 25 on January 3rd. I am a graduate. I do have a degree. I'm also working in a civilian capacity right now in a doctor's office. I have a son who's 1.5 years old, and I am married to a Air Force veteran. So what made me decide on the Air Force Reserves? Going back a few years in high school, I really wanted to go active duty and become a nurse in the Air Force. But I also wanted to have that opportunity to go to college and see if the Air Force was something I really wanted to do. So I went to college, partied, did all that, and did ROTC my second to last year in college. And I did that for a year. I was supposed to go to boot camp, got pregnant, didn't complete ROTC, but I did graduate with my degree the following year. And then I also got married before I got pregnant. And so fast forward to now, I am a medical service corps previous applicant as well. I did try to go in as an officer right after I graduated. I did my MEPS and my interview with the colonel. Unfortunately, didn't get in that year, and so I really had the time to think about being active duty, and if it was something I wanted to do again, I did have one more chance to apply for the medical service corps. But I did move out of state, and I decided that instead of being active duty, I wanted to pursue it as a reservist. So keeping my civilian job and giving part-time as a reservist was something I really, really wanted to pursue. So I emailed the Air Force Reserve online form, and then I did get a call to go over my qualifications. And then my preliminary questions were basic about medical issues, legal issues, any kind of litigation or anything like that. So I passed through that. They did have my information from a few years ago when I looked into the Air Force Reserves. And so I was able to get a recruiter out here in California pretty easily. I met with my recruiter after a month of emailing exchange correspondence because I was working full time, and so I didn't have the ability to meet right away. So we finally met, and then I brought in all my birth certificate, my identification, my transcripts, my diploma, and so we got the ball rolling. I was supposed to go to MEPS that following Monday, but instead of having to do it again, since I did MEPS less than 2 years ago, they did transfer that over, and so I don't have to do that over again. MEPS was pretty self-explanatory. You do your physical, you do your visual test, your audio tests. They make sure that you have balance. They make sure that you can do basic bending, extensions. They also want to make sure you're in the right regulations for weight, for your height. I did have a few girls get DQ'd for visual for their weights, and so that was kind of heartbreaking to see a lot of them go through that entire process and get disqualified. So what else did they do? They did a urine test to make sure nobody was pregnant. They filled out medical background applications. Same thing that they gave me prior to going into MEPS. And then we got let out. And then the people that were continuing to do ASVAB were able to do that. But since I had my GRE, I didn't have to do that time. But now I do need to do my ASVAB, so I'm preparing for that for this Thursday. So I will be putting a new video up on Thursday or a day after and let you guys know how that goes. After this, my recruiter said the next steps would be choosing a job and seeing what was open for me, and then setting a date for BMT. So, bye-bye. Thanks for watching.